Oops.
Yeah.
Let me go over here. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Welcome. Welcome to our
Hello.
Halloween special. It is I, Bobby, with Chad and Cassie. And I have no glasses on. I cannot read. Yes!
Yeah, Chris
Oh my
from
gosh.
Mindfork.
La Lorana. Wonderful. All right, so welcome to our show for Lizzie Borden. Look what I bought, my favorite thing here. My little hatchet for cutting off head of chicken, right? But I will start with the disclaimer, I must say. A tarot reading is in no way a substitute for medical, psychological, business, finance, legal, professional advice. Yeah? You have
Never.
free will and are responsible for your interpretation and reaction to a reading. A reading is for entertainment only. Take it away, Chad.
Love it. We're
Hello.
totally in. Can you guys hear me? Yeah. Sorry, I
Yeah.
was having
Cheers,
audio
everyone.
issues.
Cheers. Happy
Cheers.
Halloween.
Yeah.
I'm not as good with the accents.
I'm going to use my zombie
Happy
tarot.
Halloween.
It's appropriate, yeah?
Very appropriate.
And the literary witch's oracle. So we shall see what we get tonight.
This is gonna be good. This is gonna be so
Yeah.
good.
And I
Yes.
have some many candles.
Cassie, I love your mask that you have there.
Isn't that crazy, yeah?
Looks like you're ready
I
for
love
a
it.
rave.
It's
Very
a
nice.
rave, but it's a little Terminator too.
Yes.
It's got a little Terminator twist. I am loving it.
Yes.
Loving it.
Okay. Without
Regan
further
Havoc
ado.
is in the chat.
Well, hello, Regan Havoc.
Do we have guests?
We
We have
have
many
our
guests, I see, yeah?
honorary guests in the chat.
Look, yeah. Wonderful.
Why is Chad
wonderful.
not wearing a mask? That's
Why
what I hear.
should-
Not wearing a mask.
Regan Havoc.
Yes. Oh,
All right, are we ready for the story of Lizzie Borden? Here we go.
take it away, Chad.
Lizzie Borden took an axe and gave her mother 40 whacks. When she saw what she had done, she gave her father 41. But did you know that there was a second verse as well? Andrew Borden was now dead. Lizzie hit him on the head. Up in heaven he will sing. On the gallows she will swing. The case was memorialized by the skipping rope song sung by the tune of Tarara Boom Daye, a popular song at the time. Folklore says that it was made up by an anonymous writer as a tune to sell newspapers. Others say it was written by another anonymous writer known as Mother Goose. Whoever did write this little ditty, it has remained in the consciousness of the public for over 100 years. Lizzie Andrew Borden was born July 19, 1860, in Fall Rivers, Massachusetts. The second daughter, she had an older sister named Emma. Their mother Sarah passed away when Lizzie was 3 years old. 3 years after her mother's death, her father Andrew married again to Abby Dufee Gray. Her father had become a successful businessman in the manufacture and selling of furniture, and oddly enough, caskets. Later, he had become a property developer, was director of several textile mills, and owned a considerable amount of commercial properties. He was also president of the Union Savings Bank and a director of the Dufree Safe Deposit and Trust Company. At the time of his death, he was worth around $9 million adjusted for today's value. Lizzie and her sister Emma believed that their new stepmother had married their father for his wealth. Despite their money and influence in town, Andrew was known for his frugality, and their home lacked modern conveniences like indoor plumbing, which was common in the homes of the affluent at the time. The Borden sisters had a religious upbringing and attended church regularly. Lizzie taught Sunday school and was involved in religious groups and contemporary social movements. Lizzie was popular and also involved in charitable work. Both Lizzie and her sister were at odds with their father and stepmother over financial matters, and the relations between the family had become cold and distant. According to their Irish maid, Bridget Sullivan, the sisters rarely took their meals to their parents, being the family relationships were strained. Tensions had grown worse, and Andrew gifted real estate to Abby's family. The night before the murders, John Vinicum Morse, the brother of the sisters' deceased mother, had visited and was invited to stay a few days to discuss business matters with Andrew. Speculation is that these discussions only strained the already tense situation, and for several days before the murders, the entire household had been violently ill from eating mutton that had been left on the stove for several days, but apparently Abby suspected poison, given that Andrew was not a popular man. The murders. On Thursday, August 4th, 1892, Andrew left the house to go for a walk and conduct business, leaving Abby, Lizzie, and the maid, Bridget, at home. The elder sister Emma was away at the time visiting friends. At sometime between 9 and 10:30 in the morning, Abby went up to the second floor to make the bed in the guest room. According to the forensic investigation, Abby was facing her killer at the time of the attack. She was first struck on the side of her head, which cut her just above her ear, causing her to turn and fall face down on the floor. She was then struck multiple times, 17 of which directly hit her on the back of the head, killing her. According to Lizzie, Andrew returned home at approximately 10:30 in the morning and had settled for a nap on the couch. At approximately 11:15, Lizzie discovered her father dead, repeatedly struck in the head with a sharp instrument. He had been struck 10 or 11 times with a hatchet-like weapon. One of his eyes was completely split in two, indicating that he had been asleep when attacked. The wounds were still bleeding, showing the attack was very recent. Upstairs, his wife's body was found, even more brutally mutilated, and upon examination, was shown that she had died about an hour before Andrew. It was revealed that Lizzie had tried to purchase prussic acid, a poison, the day before the murders, and that a few days later, she was alleged to have burned a dress in a stove. Upon questioning about the dress, Lizzie said that it had been ruined when she had brushed against wet paint. The maid, who was also a suspect, had been reported leaving the house carrying an unexamined parcel that evening. The trial. Lizzie was arrested and tried for both murders in June of 1893. Lizzie's initial answers to police officers' questions were strange and contradictory. Most of the officers disliked her attitude, some saying she was too calm and poised. She was never checked for bloodstains. Her room was searched, but even the police admitted it was not done properly at the time because Lizzie wasn't feeling well. Police found in the basement 2 hatchets, 2 axes, and another hatchet head with a broken handle. None were removed from the house at the time, but later collected as evidence. The trial took place in New Bedford starting on June 5, 1893. It had gained the attention of the press at that time. During the trial, Lizzie stated, "I am innocent. I leave it to my counsel to speak for me." In a sensational display by the prosecution, the skulls of Andrew and Abby Borden were brought into evidence during the trial to show how the broken hatchet fit the wounds. Upon seizing them, Lizzie fainted. All of the evidence was circumstantial. No blood had been found on Lizzie when the police arrived, and fingerprints and other crime-solving tools were unknown at the time. The jury was sent to deliberate on June 20th, 1893, and it only took 1.5 hours to acquit Lizzie of the murders. The aftermath. The Borden sisters moved to a large modern house after the trial, which included live-in maids, a housekeeper, and a coachman. Lizzie was ostracized by the community following the trial, being that most believed her guilty, and her being accused of shoplifting in 1897 further tarnished her reputation. In 1905, Emma abruptly moved from the home that she shared with her sister. Speculation as to why Emma moved out was partially due to her believing that Lizzie had an unnatural relationship with an actress. The two never spoke again. Lizzie died of pneumonia on June 1st, 1927 in Fall River. 9 days later, Emma died from chronic nephritis in a nursing home in Newmarket, New Hampshire, having moved there for health reasons and to get away from her renewed attention due to a book publication about the murders in 1923. The sisters, neither of them married, are now buried side by side in the family plot in Oak Grove Cemetery. The Borden house is now a museum and a bed and breakfast, with 1890s styling. Pieces of the evidence from the trial, including the axe head, are preserved in the Fall River Historical Society. Who did murder Andrew and Abby Borden? Lizzie took the truth to her grave, as did Emma and Bridget Sullivan, the maid. Perhaps we will never know.
Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Chad.
Fascinating.
La
Very
Lorena, I
fascinating.
remember when that's that ghost that in,
La Llorona.
when I was in New Mexico, I learned about her.
Whoa.
Very
So
interesting.
you
I'm
know
glad-
all about me. I decided to bring a murderer in the house.
Yes, 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 yes. All right, you guys. I will have to break character to do my reading, but I was having a blast with it.
I know, it's fun. You're
I was
you're
wondering if you were
natural
gonna
at
keep
it.
Oh,
You're
you know,
such a natural. It's very difficult. You're so
I-
good.
I did smudge, you guys. I was focusing on Lizzie. I was telling the guys backstage, very oddly, while I was getting ready, I flicked on the TV and the Lizzie Borden movie popped up. So we're on the train for it today. I think so. I showed it earlier. I'm going to use my zombie tarot. Really interesting deck. So we'll just see what we got. And how did you like this? I do want to
love
say, you
it.
guys, I looked up how big Lizzie was, and they had an old passport, and she was only 5'3". And
Yeah.
this
You're
axe,
small.
I mean, well, this little hatchet, you know, it probably weighs a couple pounds. So I can't imagine an axe on a 5'3" woman in Victorian era clothing. I mean, I don't know if any of you out there have ever wore a corset, but let me tell you, having worn a corset, you are so restricted. I mean, you have to sit a certain way and all that kind of stuff. So it really doesn't lend itself to athleticism. So before I throw these cards, do believe that a hatchet was the weapon over an axe, because that thing's heavy. So a whole axe, I don't know. That's just my feel on that one. But anyway,
Weren't there multiples involved in this too? Like multiple weapons that were found that looked like they might have been used, or was it just one?
well, there was two axes, two hatchets, and then that broken hatchet.
That's There we
So
go.
there was 5, you know,
Yeah, they
and people
really-
had that stuff, you know. I mean, hell, I have them. Well, one of each anyway. I didn't bring my axe in because it was rained and I didn't want to walk through the mud to get it.
Not as convenient.
But I seriously think about it. Of course, then again, rage and adrenaline can make a mother flip a car off a child. You know, we've heard those
That's what I
kinds
was thinking. Yeah, they say that strength comes out of nowhere. So she's got all this anger and
Especially towards the mom. The mom got 20 whacks, and the dad got 10.
Yeah,
And a lot of it was towards the stepmom.
absolutely.
Yeah. Do you really think that he was supposed to die? Because remember, supposedly he showed up a little bit earlier than he was supposed to. So that'll be an interesting thing to dig into. It's like, was he really supposed to die? Was he just at the wrong place? Did he show up early? Did she just mean to kill them?
Yeah, that's a good thing to investigate.
Well, let's see what the cards say. I have my ideas, but let's go ahead and see what we get and let the story roll from there. And I'll do the 5 cards, you guys, and set up. Ooh, it already wants to jump. So here we go. Ooh. Okay, and I'm gonna have to put my glasses on now. Sorry, it's really ruining the look. Oh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, so I'm looking for the energy from the Borden house. Wow, well, look what we've got here. Ooh, guys. 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords. Oof. Second card. Okay, this is in this deck. It's called Hazards, but this would be your Pentacles, right? This is the 10. So definitely something was over with, completed, right? And we've got the 7 of Wands. Look, oh my God, check it out.
Wow.
Is he holding an axe?
Yeah, is he really? No.
It's actually looks like a femur.
Oh.
Pretty
And
cool,
what he's
huh?
dressed, yeah.
Axe
Now
femur.
we've got the 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups.
Oh.
Ooh, and the 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords.
Look at that card. Wow.
Oh my gosh, you guys, this is fabulous. This is actually, I'm not sure whose energy what we're getting here right yet, but the 4 of Swords, and then we have the 8 of Swords, and they're anchoring the 5 cups, right? Well, the 4 of Swords is just mental exhaustion. You're wrapped, right? And the 8 is being trapped in your mind, being absolutely trapped in your mind. Now look at this, because we've got the 10 of Hazards. This is the physical world. Something was over. Something needed to be completed. 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands, your drive, your ambition, your desire. So this was a mental stress, a trap this person was in. They were definitely trapped in their head and couldn't take that break. I'm going to say there was no break. There was no breaking away. Now it's interesting here because the 2 of Cups, that's in your emotional world. That's a choice, a decision. So I put these cards together here. This energy, I'm not sure who's here yet, kind of feels like Lizzie, though, because what I'm picking up here is definitely the head that couldn't get rid of the thoughts. This individual was trapped in their head. They made a choice, an emotional filled choice, so there was cognizance about this, preparation, thought, absolutely finished, completed something in the physical world. Well, what would complete it more than murdering your parents, right? And then that dead center with the 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands, your drive, your ambition, your desire, that's relying on your experiences, your knowledge, what you have gotten to in your life. So this is really kind of creepy. I really like what we got so far with these cards, because obviously this was somebody very mental. They were detached because we're so low in the cups here. This is so low. So they made an emotional decision very easily, very readily. And as far as this experience goes, it feels like the girl probably knew how, to handle a hatchet. Let's see what else we get. Let me see if I can call. Let's see. Can you tell me? Can I hear from Lizzie? Is this Lizzie? Do you want to talk to us tonight? Oh. How many is that? 2, 3. Exactly 5. Odd. Okay. 1. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm getting completely covered, you guys. I'm okay. 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 This is good. This is really good. First card, 3 of Wands. Here's your drive. Look at that picture on the bottom.
Yeah.
Here's your spiritual realm. Okay, so now She's gone backwards. She was at a 7 now it's gone reversed, right? It's going back down. So in her, what she wanted to do, her world and all that, she wasn't going the way she wanted to go. And I'm going to stick with she, because wait till you see what's coming up. Look at this. Judgment. Judgment. And it's a bomb. It's a freaking bomb. Made a choice. Judgment. Judgment is truth. Look what's dead center. The Empress. The Empress, the most powerful of all the queens, right next to the High Priestess. We got a female energy here. There's no doubt about it. We have a female energy here. Okay. And the High Priestess is, she has that mystical understanding, she's a priestess, like Hecate or any of the temple priestesses. She is in that. She relies on it. She trusts in that. And then look at this as well. The Magician. 3 major arcana in a row here. I think we got Lizzie or Emma. And I really want to say, I think we got Lizzie here, guys. Energy, because this is a person that's very self-protective. I'm going to say this right now because she's very full of herself. She felt very powerful. She made this judgment of what needed to happen in her life, and she had planned it very well out. She knew what she was going to do. I remember it was a very hot day, and she had sent the maid out to wash the windows outside. Or did the mother do that? I'm fuzzy on that one, if anybody knows. But Lizzie was in the house, Bridget was outside, and the mother was there. That was it. So it's awfully convenient that a potential witness, being the maid, would have been outside that whole time, right? But anyway.
Yeah, it was the maid that was outside.
Yeah, she was outside, and it was supposed to be a super hot day, and she was like, I don't want to go do this, but she made her go do it anyway, so get out of the house, right? But this here is this is a very strong female energy, and this chick believes she did, well, it was the truth for her. It was what she had to do. Let's go further. Let's go see what else we got going on here. All right. Can you talk to me, Lizzie? Okay. Woo. Man, they're jumping like crazy. 5 of Swords, 6 of Wands. Oh my gosh. Page of Wands. Oh, wait till you see these cards. The Chariot. Justice. Oh, wow.
Wow.
You guys, this is Lizzie's energy. 5 of Swords. Look at this card. 5 of Swords. What is the 5 of Swords? That is absolutely in her head. She was going to change things. She figured it out. She knew she had to change things. Look at this. Look at this. This 6 of Wands. Your drive, your ambition, desire. What does that say? What does that say?
Victorious.
Victorious. Victorious. Center. Page of Wands. Look at that. I love this card. My God. So yeah, younger. She was the younger sister. Pages are younger. They represent more youthful, right? She was the younger sister. Look at next to this, Chariot. The Chariot. God, these cards are fabulous. That's taking the reins. That's making a decision and driving it forward under your own power, right? Mm-hmm. Check this last card. Justice. Justice. Yes, she got justice. Her ass got off, didn't it? Oh my goodness. It was. All right. I think the girl's in the house. I think she's with us. All right.
It's all there's a message. It's like boom, all of them are
great. Oh yeah. And I keep getting my physiological response when I know I'm getting stuff, and I'm just having those chills that start. They're starting from the bottom up, though. That's interesting. All right, so let's see. All right, Lizzie, so you're here. Tell us about it. Why did you do this? Ooh, here we go. I can't believe the way they're jumping. Wow, Queen of Cups. Ah! Oh my gosh, 7 of Hazards in this deck, and I'll show you. It's actually the Pentacles. Dead center, Page of Cups, 2 of Hazards, and I need one more. 9 of Hazards. Oh gosh. Look at this, Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Well, the Queen of Cups, you know, she rules by emotion. She knows emotion. She knows how to use emotions. She knows how to manipulate and carry things out through that avenue, right? Check this out. 7 of Hazards, which would be your pentacles, okay? Once again, as you're going through your life, this is experience. This is knowledge, right? So she was smart about it. She plotted, definitely. Dead center. Page of Cups. Look at this. That's that messenger, right? Came in, once again, youthful. This is Lizzie. This is freaking Lizzie. That is, and that's right on top of the Page of Wands. This is her line here, guys. We'll go through it in a little bit. But this one, this is fantastic. Oh my God, look at this card. 2 of Hazards or Pentacles. A choice. Do you see that? Look at this imagery.
Wow.
Somebody was a little chained.
Wow.
Followed by the 9 of Hazards. Well, you know what 9s are. That's a milestone. That's an achievement. Almost a completion. Almost a completion. Oh my. She did this. Lizzie did it. I mean, I'm totally feeling that she absolutely did it. Lizzie did this, whatever was going on in that family. And of course, we will never know the intimacies of that family. But she's telling me what I am seeing here, that because we have such low numbers and youthful in the emotional realm, she had completely detached herself. She was completely and utterly made that decision. She plotted it. She planned it out. I mean, I think it's very interesting here. If you look at the Queen of Cups here, what is she eating? What is she eating? It looks like she's eating a heart. She's eating a heart. And then with this one, oh my God. My God, did she feel trapped? She felt trapped. She felt trapped in that situation. Yes. Oh my goodness, you guys. All right, Liz. But why? Tell me why. Why did you do that? Can you give me more information? Is this a confession? All right, Lizzie. That's it right there. Oh, we're going down again. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Oh, you guys. This is a freaking confession. Holy shit. Remember how I've talked about how the emotional realm seems to be going down? Now we're back to the bottom, the very beginning with this Ace of Cups here. Oh my gosh, look at this. The hand is holding a head. Where were these people destroyed? Where were they destroyed? Their heads. Their heads.
And the head's on a platter, isn't it, in that card? It's like
it's being held. It's almost
on the hand. It's holding. It's like, here you go.
Yeah, and look at the look on the face. Like, oh my God, I just heard she got pleasure out of this. There was pleasure. It's because she wanted to do, what she needed to do. There was a lot of hate in this girl's heart because we went down. We're going backward in the emotional realm. Now look at this. This is crazy. King of Wands. Gee, I wonder who the King of Wands could be. Could that be Big Daddy? And look at him sitting there in his chair. Big Daddy here. Oh my God. Check this out. I'm telling you, this center row will go down at the Queen of Pentacles here. Look at her. Oh.
Is that the stepmom?
No. This is her.
That's
Look,
her.
well, look, you know what? She's being tormented because the avenue, the way that she could wield her weapon was her arms and her hands. What are missing on this woman?
Oh my gosh.
And her hands.
Okay, that card's freaky.
And look at this. Two of Wands. All right. Obviously a choice. Obviously a very well-made decision. She's very happy about it because now we're going up to the night. Oh my God, is that like a dead cowboy?
Oh my God.
Oh my
The most
goodness.
awesome cards. I gotta have this deck. This is amazing, but yeah.
Oh my God, they come in and they change the direction. They absolutely change the direction. She's just dancing with us. We're being danced with, guys. We're being danced with. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love that she's right in the middle. I know, doesn't it? It's very interesting that this furniture in here looks appropriate. All right, so tell me more, Liz. I know it's you. Tell me more. What would you like to tell us, Lizzie? Can you tell us why? Right here. Oh. You heard me say tell us why, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Oh, man.
I'm getting a rush again, you guys. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. The Emperor. This is Big Daddy. Look what Big Daddy has in his hands.
And ow.
She's
crazy.
playing with us.
That's
Oh my
crazy.
God.
She's
Look
like,
at this.
hello.
5 of hazards. Isn't that interesting that the physical world in this deck is called hazards? 5 of hazards.
Yeah.
5s are absolutely change. Well, she did change Daddy and Mommy, didn't she? She rearranged their heads.
Oh my.
Dead center. The lovers. She wasn't getting what she wanted or needed. Because I'm going to go down this row, you guys. This is trippy. This is her dead center, really. She was like, what a woman at, what was she, 31, 30 something? Okay.
32.
And her name is an old maid, right? And so somehow she felt cheated is what I'm picking up on this. She never got that chance. That was part of it. Her father being so strict and repressive and all those things. She felt like he deserved it. That's what I'm totally getting. Oh my gosh. Followed by the Fool. He's taking a picnic to a graveyard.
Oh my goodness.
I love it. Oh my goodness. And look at this. Strength. The Strength card.
The strength to
Look at that. What is that? An exposed brain. Oh my God. Yes.
Wow.
She finished off Daddy because she had to. It's right here, these first 2 cards. I believe she felt that he repressed her life. She didn't get the thing she wanted in life. Marriage, some kind of relationship, because I don't know if y'all know the rumors that were about Lizzie, and when Emma left was because she thought that Lizzie had an unnatural relationship with a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Followed by the Fool.
Mm-hmm.
The girl went ahead and did what she needed to do. She took that leap of faith in herself. And as we've been looking through this, I feel like she planned it very well. She made that decision. She completely detached herself emotionally. And there had to have been rage. I mean, there was rage in this. And with that last card being Strength, yeah, sure. It took strength, didn't it, Lizzie, since you were just a little buck nothing?
So I guess she answered the question. Remember, we were backstage, and I was saying, did she mean to? Was he just in the wrong place at the wrong time? Did he show up early? She answered the question.
Yeah, she absolutely
It's
did.
all over the emperor. It's about the father. Interesting.
Absolutely. I think
because we didn't even talk about this. We were just kind of backstage talking about this. Like, interesting.
she absolutely. Now let me look real quick here. See, we have the Queen of Cups. Now the Empress and the Priestess up here, I totally believe represent how Lizzie felt about herself, how this is how she perceived herself. And she did have a very religious background. I know she was a Sunday school teacher. So yeah, this is Lizzie talking, you guys. This is her energy. This is awesome. And yeah, she girl did it. Girl did it, planned it. Let's ask about the dress, shall we?
Lizzie, too.
Why did you burn the dress? Can you tell me? Because, girl, I know this is a confession. Right? Tell me, why did you burn the dress? Was there blood all over the dress? There we go. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I wish you guys could see. I'm completely, my hair's up. My hair's going, oh, my God. Oh, my God. Check this out. The Ace of Swords. Very beginning with that. And yeah. And get this, the Hermit. What does the Hermit do? He hides. He goes within. He withdraws. He hides. So yeah, sure it did. 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords. Yep. Oh my God. Do you think she lost any sleep? Do you really think she lost any sleep over these people? I don't think so. Or she had been. That could be. Now look at this. Another beginning. This is the one in the physical world. It's called hazards here. Look at this. Another disembodied arm, followed by the 10 of Wands. It was over with. It was completed. She finished. She finished what she needed to do. Interesting. So about the dress, she absolutely did. What I'm getting here is because of the Hermit card here, she had to hide evidence. So that's why she burned that. Plus, she burnt a dress in a stove in the house. Now, if you were really going to go burn some garbage, wouldn't you do that outside in a burn pile? But the police were watching the house at the time. So Lizzie burns this dress in the house. I don't know about y'all, but that's highly suspicious, right? And we've got these two beginning cards in the thoughts and in her spiritual realm. So this was her covering her ass. Basically, that's what she's saying. Oh yeah, man, I made sure. I had to really hide the evidence. I did burn that dress. She recognized it was a hazard. It was a problem. And by burning that dress, she took care of the threat of it being found with blood on it. She absolutely did. Lizzie. Do you want to tell? Wow. Let me ask a question, girl. Liz, do you regret what you've done? Do you regret killing your father and stepmother? What do you have to say about that? What would you like to say? Oh, okay, I will stop. Oh my God. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Be good.
Oh no.
She does not regret it, does she?
Check this out.
Oh my God.
Look at this.
Oh my God.
She's got her head on her lap.
That is how he was laying on the couch. That's how they found his body. Not in somebody's lap, but that looks like a wow.
Oh my God. If you could see this, guys, his throat is cut. I don't know if you could see it.
Really?
Yep, his throat is cut. But look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. Look at
That's
this
crazy.
now. Another new beginning.
I'm stress
Another,
eating now. Whoa.
another beginning. See her spiritual realm. Her spiritual realm. Right dead center again. The Knight of Pentacles. The hazards, this. Oh, okay. Thank you. Yes, she took her time. Well, yes. Thank you, Lizzie. She absolutely took her time. Because there was like an hour between the murders. So this was one cool cucumber, right? She took her damn time. And check this out. 3 of Swords.
Oh my goodness gracious.
This is fabulous. She absolutely knew, that she was destroying hearts, killing it off, killing the relationship of with her father, with her stepmother, everything. That is total destruction. And right here we got the 10 of Swords. It was done. She was complete in what she did. Her mind, after she murdered these people. Yay for me. I'm going to move on and buy a big fancy house. Move off with my sister and everything will be good. Oh my Lord. She definitely did it, you guys. And she's just...
I'm on my 3rd candy bar. I'm going, tell me more, Mommy. Tell me more.
God, I wish I had
I'm scared and I must
Get the popcorn popped.
I want to tell you guys, I've got to smudge this whole damn house because I've been getting weird shit happening ever since I've been doing these readings. My dog's been acting weird. I tell you, there's something I got to smudge. Let me see. Lizzie, because then I want to look down this one row here. Do you have any final message for us? Do you have any regrets? Although I think you felt good about it, she definitely completed her task and took care of what was in her. Thank you. They were in her way. I just heard that clear as a bell. They were in her way for what she wanted. They were in her way. All righty.
I just asked him to move over a little bit.
Final message here.
Just scoot over.
All righty, there we go. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh God, I love these cards. Wow. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. She finished it. It was a completion. This is your emotional world. So when she was done, it was done. She was so good. She absolutely did what she felt she needed to do. Look at this. Knight of Swords. Looks like a Nazi on a tank, doesn't it?
Yeah, he kind of does. I didn't want to say that, but yeah, he does.
I know. Seriously does. Yeah. She absolutely got that message. The knights come in, they take action, they correct. This is in her mind. She absolutely took that action and completed and got in better. Check this out in the middle. This is that row we'll look at. Wow. Look at this. 10 of Swords. It's no Queen. My bad. Oh my God. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Absolutely. This so calculated, so completely and utterly calculated, devoid of any emotion. They were in her way. She wanted bigger, better things, and Daddy and Mommy were in the way. She absolutely. Now check this out. Temperance. So, oh my God, my life got back in balance. And then look at this. The Wheel of Fortune. What did she get? When her parents were both dead and she was acquitted of that crime? What did she get? A fortune. She got her fortune. She created that opportunity and she did it. Woman did it. I'm telling you right now. Should we try for another one? Because we don't really have I don't know. I don't feel like we got an ending part here.
Did she do it? Go ahead, Cassie.
I was just gonna say, is it greed or?
I'm going to tell you right now. Yes, but she didn't look at it like that. It wasn't greed on her part because she had her sister with her. They went on and did this. It wasn't really about greed. It was about her not being able to do what she wanted to do. They stood in her way. Daddy and mommy were the ones in control. And we're talking this is a spinster now, and her sister, they're both spinsters. So the odds of them ever being married or having any other kind of life was gone, done, passed them by. Okay. They were on the shelf. Let's put it that way. So yeah, they were in her way. What was the big complaint? That they lived in that house. They didn't have indoor plumbing, and everybody else did. And here they were wealthy. You know, and she was all this stuff, and yet they were living like lower class. I think that just rode all over her. If she had to accept being in her station in life, she wanted the comforts that went with that station. And her father didn't believe in them, didn't want them.
Yeah.
He was a miser. He hung on to his money. They were in the way. And she absolutely, and I want to know about Emma, because why was Emma conveniently gone? Let's see if we get, can you was your sister, did Emma have anything to do with this, Lizzie? Can you tell me? Was Emma in on it with you? That was it right there. Oh my God.
Oh crap.
Oh my God.
Oh crap. More candy, Stuart.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Candy.
Check this out. You're not going to believe this. Remember, was Emma in on this? The sun card. And what is this? People leaving in a craft. She went away. I think Emma knew. Because that's a sun card. That's, nurture, healing, growth, but that's also taking care of yourself. I think Emma knew, and I think that was all part of it. She couldn't do the murder. Lizzie could, but not Emma. It's right next to that card. The devil.
Oh,
the devil. So Emma knew. Absolutely. Emma knew. Dead center again. Two of Swords. Yes. They talked about, oh my God, they talked about it because they made that decision. This is making it was a tough decision.
Yeah.
In a way. Somewhat. But yeah, they made that decision together. Emma was in on it. And Lizzie carried it out and protected her sister. And they did stay together for quite some time, right? If I remember, she moved out like in the later teens. But check this out. What is the Six of Swords? You went to calmer waters. You moved to a safe place. Emma knew. Emma absolutely knew. And so she went out of town. She went to a safe place. And look at this. The Three of Cups. The Three of Cups. And look at this. Oh my God. He's got a rotting bride. A rotting bride. That's how they felt.
Oh my God.
That's how they felt.
Oh my God.
They were both rotting brides. Emma absolutely. Very good. Excellent. She absolutely, those two sisters, she was in on it. She absolutely was in on it. This was because I'm seeing how so well planned it was and how devoid of emotion. I mean, there's not emotion. There's a lot of drive and desire, but there's not emotion here. If anything, there's completion. There's satisfaction. There's satisfaction here. Oh, I got to go one more time.
Yeah.
Let's go one more time. This is an awesome deck. I love it.
Oh my God, that deck is amazing. And the way that each round is just telling you, it's definitely taking you in the journey.
She is definitely letting us know.
Singing like a canary.
Amazing.
Wow.
So Emma did know. You know how I'm seeing them sitting together, talking about the whole thing. They sat there and absolutely planned this out. Bridget didn't know, though. I'm gonna tell you, Bridget wasn't a part. That's why they spared Bridget, by getting her out of it and all that stuff, because automatically, and of course in that time frame, wasn't that when a lot of places would have no Irish, and she was Irish. So I believe it was in that time frame Irish immigrants were looked down upon. So they protected her. They did. They protected her.
Well, didn't they feel like they lost? They were robbed of social status, of the ability to socialize and get out there. So they were probably so resentful that they were left behind because of their dad's choices, because he could have lived in the right house, and that would have meant that they would have been able to go to all the events and meet guys. And
absolutely. And they had high standing. They should have been, thank you. I just heard the term bride price. They would have been a catch for anybody in town because of their potential inheritance, all those kind of things. But because Andrew was such a miserly, a-hole, that he probably chased any potential suitors away from these girls, and it was, I don't know. There's just some creepy vibe here about this whole thing. Let's go there. Because why? Let's ask about Daddy. Okay. Because why did he have to keep so much control over this? He has a wife. She has 2 daughters. She dies. 3 years later, he marries another woman. And then he keeps all 3 of these women were under his power and control. Put it in the time frame, people. They were, women were, hell, they didn't even have the vote then, right? So he possessed them. Thank you. They were his possessions. But
their
he wasn't.
house was creepy. It was so small and narrow, and
That's how they were made in those days.
But like he skipped all the niceties. It was very rough.
Yeah. Why would you deny yourself pleasures unless, it's that typical New England puritanical male of the time? No doubt. Let's, so Lizzie, was this about your dad, your father? Did you hate your father?
Yeah, that made me think when you were talking, was he bad to her? Like, is there something, what part of the story are we missing?
Yeah, there's definitely, here we go.
Daddy Dearest and Peg.
Oh my God, we're getting the answer. Oh my God. First card. Look at this shit. 7 of Swords. Look at this calamity in a house. Where did they first spotted the mother, do you remember? They only had to go halfway up the stairs and they could see into the room and see her body on the floor. 7 of Swords. This is all your thought process, right? So this is, oh wow. Now look at this one. King of Hazards. Is this Daddy? Look at Daddy Dearest here sitting in this chair. Yeah, she hated Daddy. She hated Daddy. Look how he's bound. Absolutely, Daddy Dearest. Look at that. Right next to that, the Hanged Man. So, just figured that shit out, didn't we, girls? We figured it all out. 6 of Cups. Okay. This is basically the nostalgia card looking back. So what this tells me, thank you, they absolutely resented the hell out of Daddy and everything over the years as they talked about this and how they formulated their plan was in reflecting back of all the things that they were denied, what they missed in their life because of this miserly king here. Oosh. So what did they do? They changed their situation. They took care of it. They absolutely took care of it. That is your absolute need for change in your drive, your ambition, your desire. They desired him dead. She hated him. But I'm still not getting. Now, the 6 of Cups, that's not a relationship card. So I'm not picking up like if he was messing with his daughters. I mean, she's not saying that. I am not getting that. I'm feeling more power and control.
Like verbally abusive or something. He might have been so controlling with the times.
I don't believe it's physical, though. I don't believe there was any physical abuse is what I'm picking up here. It was just about how he absolutely had power and control over them, and he denied them, they were embarrassed. They felt embarrassed that they had all this wealth and riches in town, and yet they were living like they were. Like, we're supposed to have, daddy's got millions of dollars and we have to go out and shit in an outhouse, kind of thing.
So, Bobby, did they know they're killers? Did they?
Look at this.
What happened?
All but one of my candles just went out.
The plate was full. It was all lit. Like, yeah.
There's no, that was really weird. That was weird. 2 candles went out. 2 candles went out. Wow. And 1 is left burning. That's interesting. Why did it do that? No, I'm sorry, Cassie, what did you say?
So did the stepmom and dad see who murdered them?
She did. The stepmother did, definitely. And they could tell that. I remember from the forensics that she walked up behind her, hey, what was her name? I forget her name. Abby.
Abby, yeah.
Walked up behind her, Abby. I believe she was working on the bed. She turned around and faced her, and first blow. Yeah, look at all that. Oh my God. Was there blood spatter? See, I wish they would have had better forensic, because there had to have been blood spatter and all that good stuff being thrown around. Let's ask. This was all about 2 frustrated women who felt they were denied what they should have had. I now totally believe Emma was in on it. She knew Lizzie was going to do it, but she left because it was like, well, okay, Lizzie, but I can't be there. I can't. No, Emma, you go. I'll take care of it. And, that kind of thing. She protected her sister. She protected Bridget, right? And Daddy came home a little earlier. If I remember correctly, he was supposed to come home like around 11, but he came home at 10:30, and he went into like that parlor to take a nap because they said that one of his eyes, could you imagine, you guys, like, okay, I'm asleep. Like, split his eyeball. How Bugsy Siegel, if anybody knows about Bugsy Siegel, and getting your eye taken out your head. Anyway, yeah. So he was asleep. And she went on down there. And I guess you'd have to, would you not? I mean, you couldn't kill Mommy and then have Daddy come home and be, hey, we're going to have the rest of that mutton broth that's been making us puke for the last few days, or what, Dad? What's up with that? So no, there was no going back at that point anyway. So
it wouldn't have solved their problem, because the problem was the dad and the control, right?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
Yeah. Now, come on. This is rage. This was such a frustrated, inhibited woman, that did what she could, that was allowed in as much. But then I kept hearing that embarrassment. Like they felt that they were living below their station, and it was embarrassing for them. And Daddy and Mommy were good with it. And wasn't it true? Yes, that he was like moving around properties and things like that. And so they felt threatened, like what they wanted was being threatened now.
Yeah, I think he gave them a house, right? He gave them a different house, to appease them, because he had given something to the daughters of the wife.
I thought it was.
I thought that was my understanding. Maybe not. Cassie. Fact
It was
check me.
mommy's brother. It was
Oh.
the dead mother's brother who they gave the house to.
Oh, okay.
So that's interesting because, so there was no sentimentality here. Because why would you, if you had these visions and you were a child and your mother died, and so as you got older, and we did get that nostalgic card right here. Oh my God, we did get that nostalgic card. He wasn't the problem. That wasn't the problem. He was incidental to this thing. This was planned way before he even showed up. They had been planning it. That's why Emma planned to go visit the whole thing. It was very well planned. And I do believe that dress, she had enough time after she killed her father to go change her clothes, stuff that dress wherever she stuffed it until she burnt it. I don't know if anybody knows exactly how many days later. Was it the next day? Was it that night? When was that dress actually burned? But like I said, that's suspicious hell that you would burn it inside in your kitchen. That just doesn't even make sense. You would throw it out in a burn pile out in the, that's how people got rid of trash in the days. They had to have a burn pile somewhere.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
yeah. Well, let's see. You got any final message for us here, Lizzie? Can you tell me any final message? And then I'll look down this center row. Any final message from you? Alrighty. Oh, God. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, we're done. We're done. Check this out. King of Cups. Look what she did to Daddy. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah. Final message.
Is it translucent? I can't tell. Is it kind of see-through? What about
no? It's like he's underwater. Half of his head is underwater. He's underwater. King of Cups. Look at this. King of Swords. King of Swords. 2 kings in a row. She absolutely, honey, she did it. She absolutely did it. This is the final thing. She took care of it. She got rid of the head of the household here. He's the King of Cups. He runs the emotions. He runs the thoughts. He was the one in charge. She took care of it. Dead center, we got the 6 of Pentacles. The 6 of Pentacles, right? So look at that. Oh my God, this is amazing. It's amazing. So it's, yeah, she planned it. She persevered. She took care of it. Once again, here we go. Oh my God, look at this zombie child. Paige, she's admitting it. It was definitely her. Oh, that's on that other child. It was definitely her. It was the younger sister. It was the younger sister. This is her. Look at this last card. The star. This was her destiny. This was her path. This was her journey. She accepted it, knew that is what she had to do, and she was good with it because she got what she wanted. She got what she wanted, and she was acquitted, and wow, my other candle just went out.
No.
Oh God, Bobby. And you just said it, that was done. It was like you had one more and it's like, okay, we're done.
It just went out. It just went out. Yeah, she's done. Lizzie absolutely did it. Emma knew. They talked about it. They planned it. I'm still sticking to it. I know it was a hatchet. It was not an axe. She was a little person. And like I said, if you know anything about Victorian clothing, they are so constrictive. Women, I mean, they make you're rigid, you can't really. So I would say more all this than being able to really swing an axe. And besides that, she was tiny. She was little. She was not a big person. So it was one of these bad boys. Ish. And yeah, that was her path and her journey, and she accepted it. Let's see what the oracles. Well, let's look at this row here because I got a really weird. It always seems like the center row is going to tell us more here. So the center row, we started off Look at this with the Seven of Wands, right? The drive, the ambition, the desire. She had this desire, and it's sevens are about your experience in life. So yeah, planned, figured out, knew how to swing an axe. And then right after that is the Empress. The Empress. So the one in charge, the queen in charge, the person in charge, followed by the Page of Wands. So that message came in to the younger individual, followed by also the Page of Cups. And to me, this is a disconnection from emotion. She was totally disconnected, but she got the message. She knew what she was doing. There she was right there. This is Lizzie right here. This is her right here. Look at that. Looks like the damn couch he was on. Look at that couch.
The one that he was laying on, that he took a nap exactly in that position. He laid that way, I think. So
his head would have been like over there. Yes, there's Andrew right there. Yep.
Wow.
Look at that card. Now, isn't this funny? She's absolutely telling us it was all in the arms, kids. It was all in the arms. And yes, right after that, the Lover's card. She was denied the life she wanted, the life that she may have had. She never got to have. So what did she do? She wrapped her head around it. She got the idea. She consulted with her sister. That message came in. With the swords. They figured it out. They planned the whole damn thing. She took charge. She was the queen. I believe Lizzie was the probably main idea person here. She's definitely showing me that. She had all the ideas and figured it all out. Then we've got here the Two of Swords, made that decision, went ahead, said, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, Em. I'm going to do it, Emma. Followed by the Hanged Man. So yeah, she figured it out. She thought about it. She planned it. She plotted it. Got it all set the stage. She took care of it. She took care of it. And got what she wanted. Lizzie did it, you guys. Lizzie absolutely did it. And I now do believe, because I heard that too, and I'm seeing them sitting there talking to each other. Emma was in on it. And if you think of the time frames too, there was all that Victorian, women are the weak, the weaker sex, and they're frail and they rule by emotion. So men have to be strong and guide them and all that kind of stuff, So it perfectly fit for her to do this. And because she was a Sunday school teacher, liked in the community. I know she worked for causes and all that stuff. So I really believe this was a sharp chick, though, because she figured it all out and relied on the fact that women do these things, that's some kind of monster, oh my goodness. And the drama when the skulls were brought in during the trial, and I believe she fainted. She fainted, right? Dropped like a rock. Well, I would too. That would fit like, and it might have been shocking. But I don't know. They're so, with the emotions going backwards here. She was completely backward on this. She didn't, there was no feeling involved. This was a plan, a plot, so she could get what she had always been denied. Who stood in the way? Daddy and stepmommy. Because either way, the power would have gone to one or the other. So there was no going back. And they knew the routine about that women. My mic went out?
It did, didn't it?
A little bit, yeah. It was like
really?
Someone was stealing your energy.
Yeah, you were talking and all of a sudden the volume just I thought maybe it was my Wi-Fi, but Pinzer mentioned it.
Yeah, it dipped out.
What were you trying to say? That was crazy.
Get the hell out of this house. I'm telling you, I'm bringing this energy to my home, you guys. This isn't cool. This is not cool.
What happened to the hatchet?
It was probably that one they have on display there, the broken one.
They said that one was later proved to not be
Wasn't it? Okay.
the murder
There
weapon.
was 3 others, right?
Bobby's like, I've got it right here.
Here it is. Not wood, though. But if you think about, I mean, like when I hold this, and this is what I used to, I mean, I'll admit it, I slaughtered chickens. You just chop their heads off, right?
Chop them up.
Yeah, or you can swing them. My grandmother used to grab them and flip them and break their neck. And then it was really funny as a kid to watch them because they'd run around the yard and their heads would be like on their back behind them. Okay. Country people. So yeah, who knows? It was one of those weapons in the house. It was one of those weapons in the house for sure. It was
dressed up
in
to
the
the
barn
nines.
where they found them. Now, wow. They had an outhouse, right? Did they ever look? I just got the picture of her dropping it in the freaking like outhouse down the toilet. Not down the toilet, down the whatever you would call that. Because what would it have been back in those days? A hole?
Really? Down in the hole? In the well? In the hole?
Lime and stuff? Wouldn't you periodically just throw lime in or something?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they had to have an outhouse, right? Because they didn't have
they did not
have indoor plumbing. They didn't have anything in the house, so I mean, I don't know, there's other options, but but they had to have it.
Stuff
Check.
she threw stuff down that outhouse because boom, it came in. Boom. I saw like the hole with a wood seat. It was wood, and she got rid of evidence down there.
Wow.
She got rid of evidence down that. Oh, clever girl. Oh, golly. I'm having to smudge this whole damn house, you guys.
Time to do some smudging.
That was so weird. The candles, too. Well, 3.
Candles, the voice, the candles. When you rewatch it, watch for that part.
That's crazy. I wonder what I was saying during that. Why did it cut me out?
I don't know. That was weird.
Okay, so I've got the literary witches. Let's get a final. Is there any kind of final message you'd like to give us, Liz? Even though you completely. This is a confession. She absolutely did it. Emma was in on it. They stood in their way. They were embarrassed, and if I've got to be an old maid and I don't get to be married and have family and the things that you had, Daddy, that you had, Mommy, then I'm going to take this into my own hands. So, Emma, come here. We need to talk about it. Sis. Oh, yes. Oh, whoa.
Choppity chop chop.
You know that song, too, that it's really odd that I remember jump roping to that when I was a little girl. Lizzie Borden took an axe. I mean, we did that when I was a kid. It's amazing how long that stayed in the American psyche, per se. All right, so what do we got? Can you give me a final message? Right here. How odd. We got an Irish author, Flannery O'Connor. And it says, humanity? Interesting. She's Irish too. That's what Bridget was. Let me see what it says. Flannery O'Connor. Oh my God. It says Flannery O'Connor, humanity, who we are, reckoning with failure, redemption. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
We could use one of your sound effects, Chatham, for that one, because dang.
Bum, bum, bum. Come on, Chatty.
Oh, my goodness.
There we go. That just happened.
Wow.
That just happened.
Yeah. What was on the bottom of the deck here? Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Look at this.
what the hell?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
The
How
eight
many
of
All right.
eat
Pentacles.
everything, Bobby? I have nothing left to eat. This is crazy. Oh my God. Ugh.
Stress eating.
It's
It says,
stressing.
do not open.
Oh,
The eight of hazards. That's an obstacle in your physical world.
Oh, they had an
What?
obstacle, all right.
Obstacle
Obstacle
for
in your
sure.
physical world. Wow.
I'm
Yep.
going down with this, you
Mic
guys.
drop.
She absolutely, her and Emma was in on it. Emma knew, but they decided how to do it, when to do it, all that stuff. It was too convenient that Emma was out of town. Bridget was outside, all those things. And like with these cards, what kept going up was her finishing things. She completed things. She completed in her mind, in her spirit, in her physical world. But the emotional realm kept going backwards. So she was absolutely devoid of any feeling other than her own, her own preservation. This was about her survival and what she wanted. And daddy and mama, stepmama were just in the way. They were in the way. And I kept hearing that right in the center there, that embarrassment. And I will go back and see when I got cut off and see, because I'm really curious what I was saying and why it did that. And the candles too. You guys, dang it. I'm not inviting you people in. I want you to know that. So go, please. But I'm still going to smudge. But yeah, I'm going to stand by it. This is a confession. This is a confession.
Big Willie.
I got to tell you, there is only the denial with that Lover's card right in that row. And it's right followed by putting into motion a corrective action. And then before that, being the queen, being herself. And she was denied that. So being that I am not seeing any kind of relationship at all, it's quite possible. I mean, it is quite possible. And Emma did move out. And there was something about what I saw was an actress, I think it was, an actress that Emma felt she had an unnatural relationship with. So who knows? Who knows? She could have been. I mean, 15% of the population. So she very well could have been. Maybe that's why she never married. Now, as far as Emma goes, who knows? Because I'm not even sure how much older Emma truly was than Lizzie. But Lizzie was the one that was like the go-getter, the one that was out and doing and active in the community.
9 years. 9 years difference.
Yeah. How much?
9 years.
Oh my gosh. So, no wonder. No wonder. So Emma was Lizzie's substitute mother. She took place of the dead mother that were her. No wonder she protected her. No wonder she protected her. Well, sisters anyway. But think about it, in that age difference, that's such a massive age difference, between her and herself, that I'm sure that after the mother died, so 9, she would have been 12, Lizzie would have been 3. Absolutely. Emma was a pseudo mother for her. And they never accepted. I don't believe they ever really truly accepted Abby because they thought she was like a gold digger later on, which probably came off of Emma first, right? Because she was older, more aware. She might have quite possibly. I feel like we could go on for another and get another deck on this. There's so many more questions to ask because Emma being older and obviously having a lot of influence on Lizzie, did she create the toxicity? Was it her that originally put those thoughts in Lizzie's heads? I would like to know that. I'm wondering because that she would have been the one that would have recognized first. How would a 3-year-old, even 6, 7, 8-year-old, unless she had somebody older? No. She got a new dress, but we don't get no new shoes. And they got did you see they got bright new lights and a bathtub in their house, and we got squat. We got to go outside. They got to boil water and come here and tub in the kitchen, kind of thing. So, yes, there's a lot more questions. I wish we had more time to go through those. A lot more questions, but I absolutely believe too. It was They were in on it together. They absolutely were. And it was very well planned. And they were smart enough to understand the culture at the time where women, this is Victorian era. I remember in the history course I was studying, because I'm Anglophile, that there was a bill brought to Queen Victoria about homosexuals, and she scratched out every reference to females. Like, women don't do that, So Queen Victoria actually made it illegal for men to be gay, but left the road wide open for women, kind of thing. And
it just doesn't happen.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't happen, So this is the era we're talking about here too. So I think they were clever enough to understand that, just like the police didn't check her room because she was feeling badly. Oh, come on. Just, nowadays that was like, what? That doesn't even pass the sanity check. They would have completely gutted that house for evidence. It would have been blocked off, all that stuff. But we're talking 92 or whatever. So, yeah. But interesting story, guys. They did it. They planned it together, and it was all done according to plan. It all worked out exactly. And hell, when did we get that? Oh, yeah. The final car was the star. Wow. She was the star of the show. She got her victory. Hell, look, she got her medal. And it was her path and her journey, and she accepted that. This is what she had to do to get the life she wanted.
Yeah.
Yay! So I hope you guys all enjoyed it. This was really interesting. And as far as I'm concerned, we did get some answers, but I myself have a lot more questions. I would really like to know. Yeah. I would really like to know more. We might have to do a part 2 on her someday and see if we get any more info, because it just, to me, opened up a lot more questions. I'm dying in this world.
Sunny's here.
Oh, he's back.
That was so good. No, that was so good. I mean, there's so many different angles, because what if since she didn't have the social life, the story is that she got her social life from church. Now think about that. Her hands were tied. Remember, there was no hands in your card. It's like everywhere she went, she didn't get the social life from the father. The father denied it. Exactly. And then she goes to church, and that's where she gets her, her social. And think about the repercussions at that time with, potentially having, a partner of the same sex. It's, so she felt like just completely locked up from being free, maybe. I'm just, there's so many follow-ups, it's like on top of the restrictions that the father laid on them. So.
And you know what? She's not even, that's why we almost have to do a part 2 here, because there's a lot of questions we need to ask, because I would like to have delved into that. I would have liked to know a little bit more about Emma, and did Bridget know? Was she in on it too? I mean, even the women, especially women, when they are denied things, well, that only in my personal life, it would make me team up with other women. It unifies as opposed to separates, right? So, and for all you know, Abby was a whatever, she might have been a bitch. She might have been hard on the maid, for all you know, too. And so Bridget might have been on it. I didn't ask about Bridget, but she might have known. I think I kind of felt that she didn't. Now that I remember. Okay. But still, we'll have to do a part 2 at some time. There's a lot more questions I'd like to ask. She sure had a lot to say. And I really do. It's very interesting, though, that once that decision was made, that woman felt nothing. She felt nothing. They were in the way, and this was what had to happen. The
there was no regret in your cards.
None.
No regrets. It's like no regrets in those cards.
None whatsoever. No, she felt like it was triumphant. This was her path. This was her journey. She got rid of the problem, and I really do believe I know I see them, and they sat there and they very hushed tones, but her and Emma talked about this. They figured it all out. And she arranged to go visit friends. They had it planned down. And they knew Daddy did his thing. He probably was a very Victorian gentleman with his pocket watch and, went by and did everything. So we definitely need to come back on this one.
Yes.
Do more questions because she's very talkative. She told us a lot.
Mm-hmm.
There's no emotion here whatsoever.
No.
There's just drive. There's just what I needed to do here. That's what we have here. And the acceptance of her path is what she had, because she was denied. She was denied the life she truly wanted.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. And they counted. They knew that the feminine mystique of that time frame would play in their favor. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And how dramatic. Fainting in court.
Yeah, fainting in court.
Think of how subservient she was as well. I mean, the jury was all men. Women weren't on juries. And what did she say? She said, I am innocent, but I leave it to them to speak for me. So, I'm just the poor female. These men will take care of me. So she did. She played every card right. Every card.
Smart
cookie. This was a smart, monstrous, but smart.
Yeah, smart, resentful as hell. Some inner strength that I can't even imagine.
Yeah. We got that card over here too. She definitely, but they were in her way and they felt she was embarrassed. They were embarrassed. They felt embarrassed. I'm sure that they probably didn't have the clothes they wanted. They were denied all these things from old Daddy Skinflint. And so her and Emma figured it all out, planned it. And Lizzie just, she knew because of the fact that she was the Sunday school teacher and all that people would just never believe that she was capable of doing that. There's no way. And it only took an hour and a half to acquit her. I mean, dang.
Yeah, that's crazy. They already knew what they felt before they got there. They
did. And she sat there and then she fainted. Oh, look at that poor woman.
Me.
She did everything right. She did everything right. I kind of hate to say it, but in a way, I admire it. Not the murders, but how well it was carried out. It was so well executed. Perfect word for it. Because, yes, she executed those people. They were executed. And I think she threw something down the damn outhouse. Because also I saw that really clear as bell, too. She showed me that picture. So she threw shit. There was evidence in that outhouse. Maybe that dress was innocent. No, it was the murder weapon. I think the murder weapon was down there.
Stay tuned for part 2 where me and Sonny Conway head over there with a metal detector. We got this.
Going where
part 2.
Others don't dare to go.
Would you stay in that place? I mean, I thought, man, if I could go there, I'd love to visit, but I'm too damn sensitive. I don't know if I'd stay in that house. Well, I'd know as soon as I walked in anyway, because I've backed out of many a place because of what I smell, see, feel, hear, So yeah, we'll have to do a part 2 on this one. We need to ask this girl, since she's so free with her confession here.
There it is.
But there's a lot more questions. Yeah, look at that. They were just boxes, right? And a lot of them in the hall, they just ran. It was like a central hallway, like all the rooms were kind of open. That's probably why they could see right in from that staircase to where Abby was found.
Yeah, pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I could probably stay there. Maybe. Yeah. It looks inviting, doesn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's what we're supposed to be doing, man.
Yeah, I really would want to go, but I don't know. I probably wouldn't be able to sleep, and I'd be afraid of her just.
I couldn't sleep.
Chat, and I don't know if I want to sit there and talk to Lizzie. But yeah, we're gonna have to do a part 2, guys. There's a lot more questions we need to ask Lizzie because she was very free with her information here, very free, very open about it.
Bobby and Cassie, thank you so much for having me on panel.
Thank you. Me too. This was so special and Halloween and
Chris.
Lots
That's
of
for Mind
fun.
Fork,
Lots of
guys. Make sure
fun.
you guys grab it. Mind Forked. Bobby, you did awesome. You did awesome. You guys all did
Thank
awesome.
you. Well,
Thanks,
I'm.
Bobby.
You were
Narrator.
so good.
She gave me the story, guys. I'm just reading the cards and listening and getting what was going on. Yeah, we need to do a part 2. We do.
Yeah, but I got to tell you, if Erin doesn't get Natalie Wood, I've seen on the cast, she keeps bringing
I'm
it up
working
over
on it.
and over.
I'm working
She
on it. I'm
makes-
curious about Natalie
Right.
too, because that's well, I lived in Southern California and I remember when she died
Thanks,
very
Kim.
clearly. So, but yay, you guys, thank you so much for being here. It was a blast.
Alyssa
We
Lamb
did
next
it.
week. Alyssa Lamb.
Yes,
Let's
that's
land
And
gonna
then
next
be
week.
cool.
Natalie.
Yes, awesome.
We got more for you. We'll see you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you,
everybody. Have a great
guys.
Halloween.
Happy
Happy Halloween.